heat. That is the only thing you would feel in the seconds before one of these colossal shadows emerged from the dark. We have been taught for generations that the Megalodon was the undisputed king of the prehistoric deep, a 60-foot nightmare that ruled the seas for 13 million years with a bite force that could crush a semi-truck. But the deeper we dig into the fossil record in May 2026, the more we realize that the Meg was just one player in a much larger, much more terrifying game. Imagine a predator so large it treated megalodons like morning snacks. Today on Animal Index, we are counting down 10 massive prehistoric monsters that make the megalodon look like a goldfish. Stick around for number 1 because it is a creature so large it literally broke the laws of biology. If you are ready to see the true scale of the ancient world, hit that subscribe button right now because we are going deep into the index. Starting our list at number 10 is the Kronosaurus, also known as the Ginsu shark. While it was only 25 feet long, about half the size of a Meg, its speed was insane. This wasn't a slow, heavy cruiser. It was a high-speed interceptor. It didn't just bite its prey, it sliced through it with teeth as sharp as a chef's knife. Scientists have found the skeletons of giant prehistoric turtles and even mosasaurs with Ginsu teeth embedded in their bones. This shark was a specialist in taking down prey twice its size through sheer aggression and speed. It was the alpha of the Cretaceous seas long before the Megalodon ever appeared, proving that in the ocean, being the biggest isn't always the only way to be the most dangerous. At number 9, we have the Livyatan, the bulldog fish of your worst nightmares. Reaching lengths of 20 feet, this wasn't your average trout. It had a face full of jagged, protruding fangs and a body built for explosive bursts of speed. The Livyatan was famous for its swallow whole tactic. We have actually found fossils of this fish with entire 6-foot-long fish perfectly preserved inside its stomach. It literally died because it ate something too big to digest. It was an unstoppable glutton of the inland seaways. Imagine swimming in a lake and seeing a 20-foot bulldog with fangs charging at you at 40 miles per hour. That is the kind of terror the Livyatan brought to the prehistoric world. Number 8, it takes us to a creature that sounds like a lizard but was actually a whale, the Basilosaurus. This 60-foot monster was a serpent-like whale that moved through the water with an eel-like motion. Unlike modern whales that are mostly peaceful filter feeders, the Basilosaurus was a vicious apex predator. It had the most powerful bite force of any mammal in history, capable of crushing the skull of a smaller whale like a grape. It even had a pair of tiny hind legs, a reminder of its land-dwelling ancestors. If a megalodon wandered into Basilosaurus territory, it wasn't a fight, it was a brutal execution. Do you think a modern blue whale could survive a Basilosaurus attack? Let me know in the comments below because we need to settle this debate right now. Coming in at number 7 is the Tylosaurus, the true giant of the mosasaur family. While many people think all mosasaurs were the same size, the Tylosaurus was a 45-foot Goliath. It didn't have teeth in the front of its snout. Instead, it had a hardened, bony ram. It would swim at full speed and slam into its prey, breaking their ribs and internal organs before finishing them off with its massive jaws. It was the ultimate heavy hitter of the Cretaceous. This creature was so dominant that it regularly ate other mosasaurs. It was a cannibalistic king that ruled the shallow seas with an iron grip, and nothing, not even the largest sharks of its time, dared to cross its path. Number 6 is the Dunkleosteus, the tank of the prehistoric ocean. Instead of teeth, this 30-foot fish had massive, sharpened, bony plates that acted like self-sharpening shears. Its bite force was so extreme that it could snap a prehistoric shark in half with a single chomp. But the most incredible thing about the Dunkleosteus was its speed. It could open its mouth in 1/50th of a second, creating a vacuum that sucked prey directly into its jaws. It was a combination of heavy armor and high-speed suction that made it unstoppable. This was a fish that didn't need scales because it was literally covered in bone armor. If you are enjoying this deep dive into the index, hit that subscribe button right now because we are getting into the top 5. Now we meet the Megalodon's only true equal at number 5, the Livyatan. This was a prehistoric raptorial sperm whale, but it didn't eat squid, it ate other whales. It was 60 feet long and had teeth that were over a foot long, the largest functional teeth of any animal in history. While the Megalodon relied on gills and instinct, the Livyatan was a mammal, which meant it was smarter, more calculating, and potentially hunted in pods. These two gigantic predators lived at the same time and likely fought over the same prey. Imagine a battle between a 60-foot shark and a 60-foot whale with teeth like steak knives. That is a fight that would turn the ocean red for miles. We are on a mission to uncover every giant in the index, so make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss the next battle. At number 4 is the Kronosaurus, the king of the pliosaurs. With a head that was 10 feet long, roughly the size of a small car, this creature was built for one thing: destruction. Its teeth were the size of bananas, and its neck was short and thick to support the massive muscles needed to thrash its prey. The Kronosaurus was a sit-and-wait predator that would lung from the dark at incredible speeds, using its 4 massive flippers to launch itself like a missile. It was the undisputed apex predator of the Australian seas, and its presence alone was enough to keep every other creature in a state of constant fear. Number 3 is the one you know from the movies, but the real Mosasaurus was even more incredible. Reaching lengths of 56 feet, it had a double-hinged jaw and an extra set of teeth in the roof of its mouth to ensure that once it grabbed you, there was no escape. It didn't just bite, it unhinged its skull to swallow prey whole, much like a modern snake. It was the absolute master of the late Cretaceous oceans. We are getting very close to number 1, so smash that like button right now. If you think the Mosasaurus could actually take down a Megalodon in a fair fight, coming in at number 2 is the Plesiosaurus funke, famously known as Predator X. This was the heavyweight champion of the Jurassic. Its bite force was estimated to be 4 times more powerful than that of a T-Rex. At 40 feet long and weighing 45 tons, it was a tank with fins. It had teeth that were designed not just to cut, but to shatter bone. It hunted the largest long-necked Plesiosaurs, literally ripping their heads off with a single twist of its neck. It was a creature of pure, raw power that reigned supreme long before the first Megalodon was ever born. Finally, we reach number 1-ish. The Shastasaurus. At nearly 70 feet long and weighing an estimated 75 tons, this is the animal that truly makes the Megalodon look tiny. This wasn't just a predator, it was a gigantic force of nature. It was an ichthyosaur that had evolved to reach the size of a modern blue whale, but with the spirit of a hunter. It used suction feeding to inhale schools of giant squid and fish like they were nothing. It is the largest marine reptile ever discovered, and its existence proves that the prehistoric oceans were home to giants that we are only just beginning to understand. The scale of the Shastasaurus is so massive that it challenges everything we thought we knew about how big a predator could get. There is a story from 1977 of a deep-sea research vessel off the coast of Hawaii. They lowered a specially designed steel cage 2,000 feet down into the darkness to study deep-sea life. When they pulled that cage back up, the 2-inch thick steel bars were bent like paper clips, and the mesh was shredded. To this day, no scientist has been able to explain what could have done that at such a depth. Was it a descendant of one of these colossal sea monsters, or is there something even bigger hiding in the trenches that the index hasn't found yet? Tell me in the comments. Do you think these giants are truly extinct, or are they just waiting in the dark? Subscribe for more Animal Index, and I will see you in the next one.